All right, so today what we're going to talk about is orthographic drawings. So the first thing that we want to do is title our notes. I am not doing mine in my engineering notebook just because I will fill it up with 5 different pages of the same thing. But today I want you to make sure that you are in your engineering notebook. So the first thing that we are always going to do is add a title to our notes. I'm going to title them Orthographic Drawings today. All right. And the second thing that we need to do is our introduction. And that is our purpose statement. So the purpose of this is to learn a new way to communicate ideas more effectively. Again, please make sure that your notes make sense to you, because if they don't make sense to you, they're not going to be very useful. All right, so again, if you are the type of person that need to number these to make sure that you have all 5 of the required parts of our notes, please do so. That's totally fine. The third thing that our notes require us is the activity, and this is where we're going to take the bulk of our notes. All right, I'm going to switch over to pencil intermittently between this, just while we're drawing. You may want to use both pen and pencil today too, which is totally fine. All right, so the first thing that we need to know is orthographic drawings is just one of the different ways to go ahead and communicate our ideas as engineers. And we're going to be using these a lot throughout this semester. And in order to help us understand what this is I'm going to use this cube block to help me kind of visualize and demonstrate what orthographic drawings are. So hopefully for all of you visual learners, this will help out. So the first thing that we need to know about orthographic drawings is that you're always going to have a front, a top, and a right side view. All right, so as a visual, I'm just going to write right on my block. So this is our front view. If you flip it to the top, this is going to be our top view. And if you, from the front view, turn it to the right, this is going to be our right side view. All right, so I'm going to keep those labeled just to help us out. I'm going to place it up here for now. So there are 3 things that we need to know for our orthographic drawings. You're always going to have a front. You're always going to have a top. And typically you're going to have a right side. And typically I will go ahead and abbreviate that with R side for right side. All right, these are the 3 that we're primarily going to focus on. However, with the front view, if you turn it to the left, this would be your left side view. If you turn it all the way around, that would be your back view. And then that would be your bottom view. All right. So orthographic drawings are one way for us to represent an object from a flat view. And the important part about this is that the front view identifies or communicates the most information. All right, so it tells us the most about the part's features or characteristics or how that shape is going to look. So the one takeaway is that the front view is always going to communicate the most information. It's always going to tell us the most information. All right. Now there's a specific layout that these drawings are going to be created in, which we'll get into the next video. But the three pieces of information that are most important are going to be the front, the top, and the right side. And what we need to do is associate the different measurements that are associated with each of these views. All right. So we have our three views. I'll label that a little bit better. And the next thing that we need to identify are the dimensions that are associated with each view. Okay, so our front view represents the width, by the height of the object. The top view, so I'm going to rotate this so we can see the top view. The top view also shares the overall width of your object. By, this is what we call the depth. How deep is that object? The depth. All right, and then from our front view, we're going to rotate that to our right side view. And again, I'm going to just abbreviate that R side. If you want to write out right side, I'm totally fine with that. And our right side view is going to share that same depth dimension as our top view. And it's also going to have the shared height dimension that our front view has. All right, now that we've identified the three different views and the dimensions that are associated with each view, now we can actually put what we know into a formal drawing in video 2.